Hey, this week we're going to kind of make it easy and fun because we have had one crazy trip.
Yes. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I didn't know. They didn't invite me to go.
No. She had to stay here and work.
But look what she got.
I got pretty gifts though. They tried to make it
Here,
up.
show. See, this rose comes off and everything.
It's got a pin.
Yeah. And we didn't buy that in no Macy's
Move it
either.
around.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you're the other
There
way.
you go.
You're backwards, girl. Very nice. Looks very good. We had a ball, but we're shot.
Yes.
We're exhausted, but we had so much cool stuff come in right before we left, and also we picked up so much great stuff while we were over there. We thought, well, for this week, rather than not have a video, maybe we'd just share a little bit of this stuff with you. Some of it will be on the site real soon. Some of it you may have to wait a little bit for, but that's okay. You know, you can start planning your ideas and your designs, and that's all fine. But build a little bit of anticipation. While things are a little bit slower today, because we're just trying to rest up, we can talk to you a little bit about these things, where they were made, how they were made, and teach you a little bit. I also bought, while I was over there, you know, New York can be the most expensive place to go, and it can also be the cheapest. Just depends. And then there's a little bit of in between. And in all of our trips of going over there, we've discovered that there are a lot of little boutiques and stores that sell imported jewelry very, very inexpensively. It's a good place to go pick up gifts and new ideas. Some of the stuff is not really well constructed, but the ideas sometimes are off the charts. So it's worth going in there and picking up some of that stuff and bringing it home to see the ideas and then build on them yourself. So I'm going to share some of that with you, and I think that's the thing that you'll find probably the most valuable out of today's video. So don't leave just because I'm tired and shot and a little boring, because it's not going to be boring. Rob's going to come over here and we're going to show you some of this stuff, and hopefully you're going to get some new ideas and start experimenting right now. Alright, so we're back with some of the stash, and believe me when I say some, that's an
Understatement.
Understatement, yeah.
Understatement.
Big understatement. Because we had things come in right before we left, and these little brown things here are actually terrifically intriguing. What they are, Harry Wood, our friend Harry Wood, who does so many of the benchwork tutorials for the website, has been experimenting in casting with ice resin, and these are actually ice resin. They started out with the little frozen Charlotte dolls that he molded, and then he inlaid with ice resin. I'm going to show you. You can see this. It's resin. Ice resin. This is the colors, but this is resin. And then what did he do to get this brown old look? Well, he painted it with some sort of an iron paint, probably that micaceous iron oxide paint, I would imagine. And then he put an iron oxidizer over top of that to make it rust. And so now we got rusty Charlottes. And they are just so awesome. This is a little one I showed you in one of the last videos that I said looked like me. Well, now I'm chocolate rust.
I like her bow.
Yeah, her bow is, that's why I liked it.
I'm obsessed with bows, so
I should really,
I zone in on bows.
I should really wear a bow because this is my haircut.
Yeah.
Anyway, but this is, and so I was so intrigued with these, and I said, Harry, you know, these are perfect for my website too. And so we will be offering some at Bisou Boutique soon, and featuring Harry as an artist as well. He should be, because he has been part of our family, so to speak, at Bisou Boutiques for the last year or so, and we're so happy to have him. This guy is flat back, which is so awesome because he could be used as an inclusion. But anyway, this is what Harry's been doing. So if you like the Rust Grunge look, oh, there's another little one. You know, Harry's our guy. He can do it. So I'm going to put this aside over here, find a space. And now I want to show you something. This is a Peruvian Barbie doll, or the equivalent. And I guess this is how the ladies in Peru dress, some of them, the indigenous ladies. But Cynthia Wayne Scott, who won the D-Stash box last week, she didn't need to do this, but she showed her appreciation by sending me this. Evidently her mother sent it up from Peru, and she sent for me. She sent me this, and she sent me some, I'm not sure how you say it, tagua nut beads that she uses in her jewelry at Exotic Peru. You might want to look her up, Exotic Peru, like it's one word. That's Cynthia's website. And these are the slices, which are so cool. I found
kiwi.
Yeah, I look like kiwi. I found a place where I could get these. Actually, this is no big new thing. I've heard about people doing this. They can carve this stuff like ivory.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Earthy.
Yeah. It's a
And
very
beautiful colors.
Yes, it's a very organic look. So there are beads like this that she sent, and these. She says these look like candy. Parece como dulce. So anyway, she said that she would like to see if I would, experiment with it. And then there's something else here. It says something about, I'm going to have to read this and tell you later. But anyway, she sent me all kinds of notes with it, so I would know it was. Thank you, Cynthia. This is so wonderful. And we're looking forward to more of your wonderful designs and seeing what you do. And Cynthia is going to be working with me on Bisou Boutique's products, too. But if you'd like to see Harry's website, it's OscarCrow.com. Cynthia's is ExoticPeru.com. Both really great names. And then next, I've been talking for some time at Facebook about
These are
Anna
awesome.
Fear's roses.
These are beautiful.
Now, I've bought Prima flowers,
Stunning.
which are imports, for some time, and I still like them, but they do not in any way, shape, or form compared to Anna's flowers. Anna made every last one of these by hand, and can you see how uniform they are? These just, I'm spellbound.
I
Anna,
can't believe they're paper.
I know.
I
Anna, I
know.
hope you're watching this so that you can know how delighted we are with the things that you made. And these are perfect. They are the perfect size to make jewelry.
Just look how
Now,
yummy.
yes.
I feel
These look
scared
like
to
this.
just touch them.
I know.
Yeah,
They're
these look
just
like
so
have
beautiful.
candy on them.
They are wonderful. And Anna teaches her craft. Her website is morepaperthanshoes.com, and she does Ustream.
cute.
That's cute.
She does Ustream, but we are going to be selling some of Anna's flowers at our site because they really truly can be made in jewelry. And I'm going to show you
Look
a
how
first.
cute they
I'm
look
gonna-
on Lauren.
Yes. I'm going to show you a for example, if you guys will let me. Here. See, I told
we could
I told them to talk, so they're taking over. Good night. Anyway, this is a cheap piece of jewelry I bought in New York. The reason I bought it is not because it's made well, because it's not. But the ideas are fabulous. See how they took felt and just pierced it and used it for sections so that they could put the flower in it? Well, this is fine. The felt is fine. It's sturdy enough. This is easy to do. Put a little tassel on. Really cheap, junky chain, though, I must say. But the design is great. Now, what if you took this yucky, stupid flower off of here that's not made well, and you did Anna's flowers? And you used good chain
Those
Yeah.
are my favorite.
and good
Yeah.
elements. Yeah, like about one of these.
The texture blue and purple is my favorite.
I know.
Yes.
And here's another thing about Anna's stuff.
Well, this
Do
would be
you
pretty
see
too.
how she sent these to me? I'll tell you what, I've bought and sold things online for a long, long time. You guys who buy from us know how we ship. I do a good job. I'm always looking to do a better job. I was so impressed with the way Anna packaged these and sent them to me. These are properly packaged. She did a brilliant job. And she does this all herself with not help. So it's wonderful. And then this is a little thing that she sent me as a gift. I haven't taken out the packaging, and I probably won't right now for lack of time. But she has even added a little jeweled element here. She's taken a head pin and jeweled it and stuck it in there with the flowers. Now, there's no reason you can't do that. So why couldn't you, do that in there with some stuff sticking out, I would definitely love to see someone do that. In fact, it may be me, sooner than you think. So anyway, those are Anna Fear's flowers. And you can find Anna Fear on Facebook or at morepaperthanshoes.com. And she is, in my estimation, the master of anyone in the United States who makes paper flowers.
Let's see, I would use those for headpieces.
Yes, and in
Yes.
fact, Anna, when I talked to her on the phone, even said she thought that hair jewelry would be awesome with her flowers. She has just never gotten around to trying it
I
yet.
love having stuff in hairpieces and headbands, and I'd love to take a couple of those and cluster them.
Well, then maybe, Lauren, you should do that, because how long have I been telling you that you need to be doing stuff like that? So now we got America knowing.
You could put one of those purple ones right in the center of that,
Yeah, you could.
and that would
Yeah,
just dress that.
Yeah, you
And you could alter that. You could change the color scheme. You could put a different colored
You
one.
could, yeah, you could.
Trade
If
'em
you,
out.
if you put them on a pin back or something, you could, or Velcro, you could take it
Yeah.
in and out.
Yeah.
This is another cheap piece of jewelry I got over there, but the ideas are rocking on this, and you guys may have seen things like this, but I just love the tattered look of it.
Same style as mine.
Yeah, kinda. But if you haven't, 'cause what I liked is that they took and they made little lace bows just by cutting a section of very inexpensive lace
I love that.
and beading it right through, taking
love
the
those,
beading
like
needle
bows,
and going
like
right
bows.
through there, and then making it, and then this comes off actually.
I put it in my hair.
So you wouldn't have to have it. But this one's actually mine, and it's going to be a teaching piece. And we may talk about this piece again another time if we decide to make something out of quality components. This is a pretty piece, but because it is not extremely well made, I don't know how many times you're going to be wearing it. And that's the problem with a lot of the cheap jewelry store stuff you get in New York. It's stuff that you're going to wear 2 or 3 times and fall apart. Oh, how we know, because we've bought it for years. But the ideas are great. Here's another idea. You guys have seen plenty of jewelry like this, I'm sure, like if you go to Penny's and stuff, which again, that stuff is basically this jewelry. It's not made really well. But this is pretty. It's pretty. And you could do this, and basically how it's put together is it's just taken a Rolo style chain and done, let's see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Joined it all together here at Jumps, and then jumped it every
It's all
so
jumped
often.
throughout?
Yeah, just every so often, just so it would stay together. And then they put this stuff on it. So they used it as a grid. They made a chain grid, and there you go. And the earrings are just simple. All they are is 3 beads on a head pin and looped, and then they loop these through.
Yeah, it
And
gives
how
a little
long.
more
So
flexibility
if,
than
you know,
a base.
Right, so if you did this with a little bit better chain, maybe some beads that you made, you could take it a different way, do handmade beads, whatever, and you could really, really do something
And
unique.
it lays nice, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it
it
lays
lays
nice.
nice,
doesn't
I
it?
like the extender too, so you can make it like a choker, or you could make it longer to kind of look like your shirt has embellishment, like
Yeah.
a collar.
An extender is always good. Now these, I can't say these are a thing of beauty, but I love the concept, and that's why I paid $8 for them. And
They're
the cheap.
very interesting.
Yes, it says they're lead and nickel safe, designed in the USA. That means that someone in the USA designed them, but they were made in China. And it says adults only, which is true. We say that too, that our components are for adults, they're not for children. But anyway, all they've done is taken a simple piece of applique, very inexpensive, go to Joann Fabrics and pick up some applique. And then what they've done is they've hung some metal, you could just loop a jump ring right through, fabric, and hung some stuff, and then put a piece of chain and a little bit more very, very cheap trim. And there you have it. So I love the concept here. I think maybe add some feathers, add some better materials, more quality product, a little more thought, and you could have something that is a wonderful designer piece. That's my thought on that. Getting back to some of the things that we bought while we're over there. Here's some unusual things. These are ceramic
those.
beads made in Japan. Here's the old label.
I like those
These beads,
also.
I'm going to tell you right now, we don't have a whole lot of them. They're not on the website yet. They will be, and they're not going to be cheap because these beads are not cheap, period. The end. However, they'll be affordable, and you're going to enjoy working with them. This is the kind of thing that maybe you would put with some chain and space it out. Don't do a necklace all of beads because, space them out and make use of them is what you're going to want to do. But I think they're wonderful with that copper. This is old Czechoslovakia. And these are fan beads of pressed glass. They have the old Czech tag on them. They're on string, which is another way you can tell they're the old stuff, depending on the string. Usually the Chinese stuff is on fishing line a lot of times.
Don't we sell a brass ox band that kind of looks similar? It would look nice with those.
We've had it sometimes, but these are glass. And they're tan. I kind of wish they were pink or something, but I just thought they were so handsome. And this is all we have of them, but I had to show you. They're just wonderful. These are also a Japanese glass, almost made in a Venetian style. These are wonderful too. I love green. I think green is really underrated. This is kind of a summery look, but depending what you put with it, you could put it with a seasonless
They look like
piece.
pretty candy too.
Yeah, they're really good. Then also, this is the most strange bead. This is some sort of a, I don't know, it's plastic molded or what, I don't know. At first I thought it was some kind of horn. I've never seen, but there's the mold one. I have never seen anything like this in my life. This is all I have, but this suggests to me that it's Chinese. The way they're put up on this fishing
Kind of reminds
line.
me of like a shell.
But
Yeah.
I don't think they're Chinese. They might be old Hong Kong. These are definitely old, but they're just so odd. I mean, I would maybe use these for a drop on a big earring or something.
It's gonna go to the islands.
Yeah.
Because of the shape, because of the shell
Yeah,
or something.
very, very different. We got a lot of pearls. We got a lot of pearls. These are great big ones, and these are not plastic, guys. These are old Czech glass. This is another way you can tell is this string, this old Czech glass, wonderful stuff.
The color is very
Yeah.
rich.
Yes, it
luxuriant.
is. And these Baroque pearls, we got quite a few of these. We got this really cool old Hong Kong plastic beaded chain. Yeah, see, there's old Hong Kong plastic beaded chain. It's great. These are Czech porphyr glass beads.
Those are so pretty.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Are
they're.
they hearts?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
hearts.
Yes.
This striation is called porphyr. Here are some.
Like leaves, 'cause
Here are some pink Givray stones, the striation. These are West German. They're from the 50s. They're molded glass. You don't see these very often. When I first started in this business, you found a lot of Givray. Not so much anymore. These are old Japanese ceramic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. And we have them on, they're going to be about $2 a piece, but they were just so rare. I don't usually buy this kind of thing, but we're getting a lot of ceramic on the site anymore, and I thought that they were a good
Nice
purchase.
compliment.
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful
Yeah.
quality. This is old Czech. We got these in pink. These are dirty yet. We got them in pink, jade green, and white, and they have a hole in the middle so that you can insert something if you want, but they're flat back as well. These are so rare. I don't have words to tell you how rare these are. They're going to be realistically priced. You're going to be able to afford them, and when they're gone, they're going to be gone.
Make them earrings.
Yeah.
These are old plastic. This one's got a bubble, so we are going to quality control them before we put them up. These were very inexpensively made, but they're kind of like a lucite plastic. They're not lucite because they're just not, but they feel like it. Reverse painted with a drilled out flower. You know what? They might be lucite, come to think of it, because of the way the drill holes are made. They might be. But anyway, they're 50s, and they got little flowers, and we got that. And then we got the little heart with it in too. These are so special, guys. We also got these old Hong Kong flowers like this. Today, Shelly's putting on the website all those beautiful resin flowers that came in last week. So you guys are going to have those this weekend, and you're going to want to get some because they're wonderful. But they are new, those. These are not. All this stuff we brought here, you know, from where we were at is all old. This is interesting. This is an old salesman's sample board. When they would go around to sell their wares back in the day, down in their district. Well, not door to door so much, but
Shop to shop.
business to business. The salesman would make up little sample boards and show what they had so that they could order whatever part number that they wanted. And this is one that I found lying about. I'm going to have pictures on my blog later. Rob's going to take them off my BlackBerry. and show you a little bit of the mess that we encountered. Now here's something very, very interesting you'd like to see. And I know we're running out of time here, but I just want to show this really quick. This is how they made the old plastic cabochons and put them up. When they would come out of the molds, they would put them on this sticky tape and put them on that, and that's how they would be shipped to you. Yeah, we have a lot of these.
I'd love to use them as buttons.
Yeah, these are going to be very, very reasonable. We have a lot of them.
Yep. Yeah.
So anyway, we didn't really get to everything, but it
Yeah,
gave
this
you,
was kinda cool.
you know, kind of an idea about things. We're running out of time now. Here's one where they did a doily. That's a good idea. Listen, we're over time. We're going to have to go, guys. We're too much. We talk too much. But anyway, give you an idea of what we did this week, and we'll be back to tell you more.